Hello tubers and welcome to Cooper's Thai Adventures. Today we've got a topic that's been burning on my mind, putting it out, not putting it out, how to address it, how not to address it, and I hope you like it, and I'll explain why my views are what they are on this topic. And the topic is, if I've got a criminal record, can I retire to the Philippines or Thailand? Stay tuned. Okay, welcome back. Now, this is a hot burning topic, and before I get into it, I'd like to just explain my views on how I see this. And I'm 53 years old, born September 1969. And I know in my youth, I made some mistakes. I'm not a perfect person. I went joyriding in my mom and dad's car, hands up, I did it. Got caught, police officer was nice enough to say, okay, he did the same thing when he was my age. And he says, I'm gonna leave and I'm gonna be back in 5 minutes and you better not be here or that car either. So I was lucky, I got off with a warning. Well, I know a lot of people that didn't, that committed some crimes, and they paid their debt back to society. They served their time, whether it was community service, or whether it was a jail sentence, or even a prison sentence, And this one is a close one to my heart, I've got an immediate close tie to me. I'm not going to say who they are, but this particular close tie to me, he went to Canada with his wife, and out at a restaurant in his car, lives in Buffalo, drove across the falls, and out at a restaurant, he has a couple glasses of wine. And by a couple, I mean two. And he got stopped by the Canadian police on a roadside check. And Canadian law on drink driving is extremely strict. And anyways, he had to go to court, and he was convicted of, drunk driving, even though he'd only had two glasses of wine. And, he passed all the sobriety tests. The law is the law. And anyways, he got deported from Canada, and he can never go back to Canada for having two glasses of wine with a meal. And I think the world has gone deportation crazy. And, when you're younger, everybody makes stupid mistakes, whether you get caught or you don't get caught. We're all human. And I think later on in life, when you get to that age of retirement, over 50 years old, and you've been clean for a lot of years, you haven't touched drugs, or, you haven't been any fighting or gang fighting or whatever it is that you may have done, I think that everybody deserves a second chance, especially you pay your debt back to society. That means it's paid back in full. And these governments out there, and I can put the hands up, America's just as guilty as any other country out there, and y'all know what I'm talking about. Think of all these, Mexicans, Americans that have been deported, and all these Europeans that get deported every year for some stupid BS, and they're not allowed back in. They got family members over there, they got wives, they got children, they got parents. What is the world coming to? It is wrong, in my opinion. So now you've heard my views on it and why I think everybody is entitled to a second chance. I'm going to get into today's topic of, can you retire in the Philippines or in Thailand on a retirement visa with a criminal record? And the short answer is no, yes. Okay, let's get into the no. The no is, in Philippines, you cannot. And I'm going to tell you for why. And we're talking about the SRRV retirement visa here. I'm not talking about going on a tourist, renewing your visa every 90 days or whatever it is now, and paying the immigration fees and going to the immigration office every 90 days and doing all this stuff that you got to do and ACR cards and all that. That's a topic for another discussion. But in today's topic, you cannot. And the reason why, when I went through my SRRV, I had to have a background check. Now, they didn't want just one background check. Yeah, they wanted 4 from me. I had to get 1 from Kuwait, where I was. I had to get 1 from England because I spent some time living there. I had to get 1 from the USA. And then the 4th one was they did an Interpol background check on me to make sure that I did not have a criminal record anywhere. And it was extremely strict. So they did all that on me. I passed the security checks. They went ahead and gave me an SRRV, retirement visa. So Philippines is out the question if you want a retirement visa. Okay, let's flip it. Thailand. Well, if you do it, there's 2 ways you can get a retirement visa. And I got to explain this first, so bear with me. The first way is you can go to the Thai embassy in whatever country you're from. You know, Europe, England, Australia, America, Asia, wherever. And you can get a retirement visa that way. But going through the Thai embassy or consulate where you live, they are going to ask you a lot of things. 1, they're going to want a full medical. 2, they want to know how much money you got in the bank. 3, they want a criminal background check. So, what's the way around it? Here you go. You can come to Thailand on a tourist visa, on a 30-day tourist visa. They've recently changed it from 45 back to 30, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. But I think it's now back to 30. And whilst you're here on that tourist visa, you can go see an agent. And there's plenty around here in Jomtien and Pattaya, Bangkok, just about everywhere where there's an immigration office, you're going to find agents in Thailand. Now, you can go to this agent, and the agent will charge you a processing fee. They'll take your passport, they'll take you to the immigration office where you'll get your picture taken and for the immigration file, and then you also have to open a bank account. Now, for Thailand, if you do it inside Thailand, there are no background checks. Okay, let me repeat that. There are no background checks. I've been through the check. My buddy Brooke, who I'm going to be interviewing tomorrow, he's done the background checks. Jason, who you know from Good Vibes Pattaya, he's also done the background checks. Let me get this right. Sorry about this. We've all done the retirement visa, and none of us have had a background check. Well, that's great in my opinion. It means that Thailand is open to everybody, and this is sort of your last chance saloon. You can come here as long as you obey the law. Respect the Thais. The Thais are very friendly people. They don't call it the land of smiles for nothing. You know, if a Thai bumps into you in the street, first thing they're gonna say to you is sorry, or in Thai, katot, means I'm sorry. Yeah. In the Philippines, the Philippine bumps into you, they don't say nothing, they just keep on walking like you weren't even there. But anyways, I'm getting off track here. So, the retirement visa in Thailand, if you come here on a tourist visa and you do it, there's no background check. Okay, that's very important. As long as you don't have any restrictions on your passport from your home country, you can come to Thailand. Okay? Now, if your government and your retrospective country put restrictions on there, find out before you leave. But if you can come here as a tourist, you can get a retirement visa. It's that plain and simple. It's too easy to do. The fee that I paid for mine, I think was around about 30,000 Thai baht, and that included them opening a bank account for me as well. I think that was the total fee. Honey, am I right? Was it 30,000 Thai baht that I paid for my retirement visa in total with a bank account? She thinks that's about the right figure. Okay. So different agents charge different fees. What is that? That's $1,000. Okay. $1,000 is a lot of money. Now, when you get your Thai retirement visa, it's not for 1 year. It's for 15 months, your initial visa. So it's almost, it's a year and 3 months is what you get. And that's only for your initial retirement visa. After that, you cut that amount in half, and it's like 17,000 baht to renew yearly. What's that? Roughly $500 US. Okay, $500 is not too bad. In the Philippines, you're going to be paying more than that for renewing your retirement visa, especially if you're not ex-military and you're not on a pension. Now, I was on disability in the Philippines, and they refused to accept it. They said it's not a pension, even though it's for life. I had an accident in Kuwait. I badly damaged my body. Doctors say you'll never work again. I got bad back damage, bad nerve damage, bad shoulder damage in my right shoulder, on my rotator cuff. I tore 80% of my biceps tendon. That's the end of my working life. And I've got disability for life, but the Philippines would not accept it, and I had to pay $20,000. $20,000 to get my retirement visa because they wouldn't accept it. To me, that's discrimination. As long as you've got an income coming in for life, that's all that should matter. And it meets that minimum $800 threshold in the Philippines. Thailand, on the other hand, their requirements are completely different. You can either have 800,000 baht in a Thai bank, or you can have 400,000 baht and have a pension that or any income. It doesn't have to be a pension. It can be from YouTube. If you're making money on YouTube. I'm not. I'm a new guy. I'm not monetized. I don't have commercials on mine that I've seen yet. Anyways, and so I don't have an income from them, but I still got my disability. And with that, you can do your visa one of two ways. Now, there are some agents out here, and I will put this out, that will help you with that side of things. Yeah, I'm not going to name the agents that do it, but there's plenty here. Yeah, that will deposit the money into your bank, get the statement, take it back out of your bank. They give it to immigration, and Bob's your uncle. You got your retirement visa. So you don't even need to have the initial 800,000 baht, 20,000, 22,000 US dollars. You can forget that. There's ways around everything here. And the Thais, immigration, I'm sure they know what's going on. But at the end of the day, if you're not a burden to Thailand and you're able to support yourself, they let it slide. And, my hat's off to Thailand for doing it. Our money that we made in the West and our incomes that we have from the West are a lot higher than what the Thais get here on a monthly basis. They're getting like 15,000 baht a month, for their salary, be it working in a shopping mall or a factory or something of that equivalent. That's really not a lot of money. That's $450 a month, $500 thereabouts a month. It's really not a lot. And, when we come over here with our pensions from the States at $1,800, well, I mean, you do the math on that, $1,800, $1,000 is 33,000 baht, 34,000 baht roughly, when the exchange rate goes up and down. And then you take the $800 on top of it. Well, damn, you're almost at 60,000 baht a month. So you're earning 4 times more than the average Thai. So your money goes a lot further, and they don't sweat us too much, which is absolutely great. Now, also going into the immigration side of things, I found out through speaking to an agent here that I can put my wife, Darlene, and her 2 kids on my retirement visa. You're allowed to have a wife and 2 dependents. Yeah, fantastic for me. That swayed the decision for me to leave the Philippines and to move to Thailand. At the end of the day, if I can keep the family together and I can have that little bit better of life, it was a no-brainer for me. I decided to move to Thailand. So we're in the process of doing all that. It's a little bit of a lengthy process. And once we complete that process, I will release a new video and explain how we had accomplished that process, how long it took, what were the prices involved, and the different types of visas that she had to get. And I will go into that in great detail. But until it's finalized, I really don't want to say anything because it may not work. We've been assured that it will, but until, I'm one of those people, I believe it once I see it in black and white, So if I'm going to promote anything on my YouTube channel, I'm going to be telling you 100% straight up from what I know from my own experiences. I'm 53 years old. Again, I got no time for BS. I don't tolerate BS, and I certainly don't talk BS. If it's coming from me, it's the gospel. So I hope you liked today's topic. Please hit that thumbs up and subscribe. 38% of those of you that watch our videos are not subscribers. It doesn't cost a penny. Hit the thumbs up. That tells you when my next video is coming out. You hit the subscribe. It means that more people are going to see my videos. I really want to hit that 1,000 subscriber benchmark. I'm at 455 right now. I want to hit that 1,000. And the reason I want to hit that 1,000 is I want to be doing live streams. I want to be there to answer all your questions. I'm getting a lot of suggestions coming to me on the comment section down below on my videos. They're great comments. I hear everyone that you're saying. I'm in the middle of packing right now to go to the Philippines. I'm flying out on Thursday. Wanted to do it Wednesday, but Thai Air doesn't fly on Wednesday, so I got to fly on Thursday. They have 4 flights a week. Had a very bad experience with Philippine Airways. That's another story. But I want to fly Thai Airways, so I've had to delay my trip by 1 day, and I'm going to fly Thai Airways. While I'm there, I'm going to be continuing on my YouTube channel, I'm going to be showing you the differences between accommodations. I'm going to show you the difference between costs, i.e. your electric bill, your water bill, your rent, and what you get for that money. And hopefully, it'll help you decide which country you want to live in. So, until next time, wherever you are, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Thank you, and God bless.